Critical is about building infrastructure for creatives, not inspiration, not motivation, infrastructure. We exist to make sure creative people don't just create, they get to build sustainable lives from their creativity. Now, this would mean structure, legal clarity, business systems, funding pathways, and a community that understands both the art and the economics behind it. At its core, critical is where creativity meets protection, strategy, and scale. Okay, Critical was born from seeing too many brilliant creatives burn out, get exploited, or give up, not because they lacked talent, no, but because they lacked structure. As someone who has worked closely and who always working closely with creatives, especially from the legal and business lens, I have seen, and I'm still seeing, the same pattern repeatedly. Contracts not understood, ideas stolen, revenues mismanaged, talent undervalued. And then I realized that the problem wasn't creativity. The problem was the absence of systems around the creativity. So Critical is built or was built to close that gap. Because the creative economy is growing, right? But creatives are still under-equipped. We live in a time where a designer in Lagos can work with a brand in London. A digital artist can build global influence overnight. A filmmaker can distribute independently. But opportunity without structure is risky. So in today's world, the creative needs would literally be around legal literacy, business intelligence, digital positioning, strategic networks. Critical really exists to make sure that creatives aren't just participating in the economy, they are protected and positioned to win in it. All right, I'd like to say this first. Training gives knowledge. Empowerment gives leverage. So when we say we want to empower creative, what we mean is we want to be in a space where creatives can negotiate confidently, they understand contracts, they price correctly, they know how to protect their IP, they build systems, not just projects, and they can turn one opportunity into recurring revenue. Empowerment is when a creative stops asking, "Can I?" and starts saying, "Yes, how?" Most creative communities focus on inspiration and networking, which is not bad. But at Critical, we are focused on sustainability and structure. We actually integrate legal education, business strategy, personal growth, funding access, community accountability. And we approach creativity as an asset class. Something that must be protected, monetized, and scaled intentionally. So I don't necessarily think that Critical is a community, if you ask me. So we're not just a community, we are building an ecosystem that would sustain creatives for the long run. We're actually building a new system, but let me just answer this as fast as I can. Critical School is for serious creatives. It's for artists who want to turn talent into income, digital entrepreneurs building brands, creators tired of guesswork, innovators ready to structure their ideas. It's not for people who just want motivation. We don't do that around here. It's for people who are ready to build. So they should join because Critical School doesn't teach theory. It equips creative with practical tools like contract literacy, monetization frameworks, positioning strategies, personal development systems. It's about helping creatives build careers that last. We already know that creatives can get to the top, but we need to sustain them there long enough for them to survive. We normalize legal conversations. We break legal concepts down in languages creatives understand. We show real consequences, lost royalties, unfair deals, stolen work, and then provide practical tools that could range between contract breakdown sessions, IP education, templates, access to legal guidance. Our goal is pretty simple. Creatives should see legal protection not as fear, but as power. When you understand your rights, you will negotiate differently. That is very, very important. So you would not just negotiate differently, you would create differently and you will grow differently. The best piece of advice I've gotten as a creator and a founder is Build systems, not moments. Moments will fade, systems will scale. That advice has changed how I think about everything, really, from events to content to revenue. So instead of chasing visibility, I focus on building structures that keep working long after the applause ends. I think one actionable tip I would give to creatives who are stuck would be audit your positioning. Oftentimes, it's not your talent that is undervalued, it's your positioning. Ask questions like, what problem do I solve? Who specifically do I solve it for? How do I communicate that clearly? Does my pricing reflect my value? Because clarity literally increases perceived value. So positioning shifts everything for you. And then in 5 years' time, Critical won't just be a platform, it will be an infrastructure. I personally see, we see a structured creative school for global cohorts, a funding arm supporting creative ventures, legal tech tools built specifically for creatives, a thriving membership ecosystem, obviously, partnerships across Africa and beyond. But more importantly, what we see is a generation of creatives who are confident, protected, and financially literate. The vision is way bigger than programs, it's way bigger than, communities, really. It's about reshaping how creative talent is valued, protected, and skilled, especially in the emerging markets, because the market keeps emerging and evolving, and we want to make sure that creatives are ready to face everything possible.